Is this one of the few times that Dio doesn't open the AP doors before anybody else?
That's always after the second round. We always meet up with everybody at the elevators here after the first round. You've just only seen that twice as opposed to like 6 times. Oh. No matter which door we took, all of them led back here. It's the same as the map we found in the lounge. The lounge? Oh, we found something like that too. Our room was an infirmary. That's so. We found ours in the crew quarters. Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
Button. Elevator open. All 9 of us go in. It's kind of cramped in here. Elevator opens, disgorges everybody. What the? This is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looks like the ones we saw earlier. Lock. Huh. Yeah, it won't budge. Just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet. Oh. No, I'm fine, but it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers? Oh yeah, the time left. Looks like 2 hours, 6 minutes. Oh, for fuck's sake. You're telling me we're gonna have to sit around here for another 2 hours? Looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Clover, how about you show him that note we found?
Oh, okay, hold on.
Huh? Was this something about supplementary rules? Because we found a note just like that. It was in the infirmary. Yeah, we found one too. It was in the safe in the crew quarters. Okay, let's just skip all this. Cool.
Boop, boop. So, this is the crew quarters, huh?
Just as the note said. We had no trouble getting in here.
That means we can go to the infirmary on the lobby.
Yeah, we can check out any of them. Hey, look, Grandpa. They got a poster of a lady in here. It looks like the ones you've got back home. This one's pretty hot.
Tenmyoji, no!
I think we're talking at least 14, maybe even 15 EU. Agreed. I sure would like to take it home with me. Unfortunately, I don't think this is really the time for that. Let's keep moving.
What's EU?
I don't think it's a spoiler, and you'll forget what it is by the time. It's explained in one of the gold files. It's erotic units. That's what it stands for.
Tenmyoji just has like an arbitrary.
Oh, I don't think it's arbitrary. I think he's very concrete about it.
So is that what the gold files are like? Essentially, is that kind of content?
Some of it. Some of them explained in more detail stuff talked about in the different rooms, like the Chinese room that was talked about by the robot, the golem. And some of them are just like that, little bits like that. But yeah, so and Quark knows whatever EU is too. So.
Clearly.
Well, hold on, Grandpa? Since when were they buddies? Or had they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the Noner games, And if Quark's calling Tenmyoji Grandpa, maybe they're even related. Alice and Clover seem to be close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already? Let's go, buddy. I can't wait to get out of here and back to my, Grandpa videos. You mean the ones you keep in the locked cabinet? Shh! You're being too loud, Quark. You have to say these things quietly. Listen, it's a Japanese game. He's an old man.
I guess so.
There's only one type of old man in Japanese media. Okay, skip all this. Okay, Quark and myself each gave one card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion about who'd go into which door, but Fi and I found ourselves heading toward the leftmost door. Or leftmost room. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head in too?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay. And this is where we usually find the old lady's body. An Ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. What? The game's got a time limit too? Wait.
Something wrong?
No, nothing. There's no one here.
What are you talking about? Of course there isn't anyone here.
Oh, yeah, I know,
Let's get inside.
Yeah, right. Yep, there's nobody in there. Did you notice that?
That's what I was gonna say. Like you said, that's normally where we find the
Yeah.
old woman. I'm like, she not in there?
Yeah, they said there's nobody in here, and if you didn't notice, Sigma was confused by that.
Yeah, no, I'm confused by that. Would Sigma be confused by that if that was the first timeline?
I don't remember.
You should,
don't-
when we're done playing this one, you should delete the save file and start over. And
I'd have to remember just to check that one. I'd have to remember.
I'll text you so you don't forget.
I'll still forget.
Well, somebody who owns this game, do it and put it in the chat. This looks like the room we just woke up in.
Yeah. Well, there's one thing that's different. I don't think I think it actually says that every time. Because canonically he's not necessarily going the way we go. Always.
Yeah.
I think he says that every time because most of the time I've seen people do this path first because they get curious about Alice because Alice was in the previous game. There's one thing that's different. Oops. You missed your line.
That screen.
Yeah. Looks like there's something on it. I press start.
Shit. The hell are you doing, you idiot?
What? Just press the start button.
Did you even read what it said? Once you press the button, it locks the door for 40 minutes. And that's thanks to your stupid ass. We're stuck in here for almost an hour.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Hey. Looks like everybody's closed their AB gates.
Hey, B-Gate?
That's the door to the AB room, silly. You're in the AB room right now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be continuing my earlier explanation. Now, let's get this party started.
Oh, okay, this is most of the same.
For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Alice.
Alas.
I know, you say it every time. It's just hard. With Alas. And went through the Cyanto, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Alas. And it goes the other way, too. Alas's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Temioldi. And Bio and Quirk's enemy will be Mooney. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it?
Oh, here we go. This is all the same. Okay.
Okay, then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually, there's still a little bit more, but I'll just have to wait, I guess.
What? Why does it have to wait?
Hush now, it'll be okay.
No, it won't. 30 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Anyway, I've gotta hop along now. You've got plenty of time to...
You missed half the line.
You
Don't-
don't do something harebrained and wait until the last minute. You've got plenty of time. Think it out. Bye-bye now. Have a nice thrust. Trust.
Man, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
About the B game?
Yeah. Should we choose ally or betray?
It's a tough call. This is really kind of an interesting game. It seems like it's based on the prisoner's dilemma.
Most people, like I said, that I've seen do this route first because they're curious about Alice, so they want to travel with her. And so this is usually people's introduction to the AB game.
So you're not screaming into the void. This is just a prisoner's dilemma.
What's that?
You've never heard of it? You haven't been playing for 25 hours game where you have to do it the entire time? It's a thought experiment that uses the game theory to examine why people do or don't cooperate. Oh my god.
I told you, there's a whole explanation. You never got to see it because you did this last.
Let's say Apple and Banana have committed a serious crime.
Apple and banana?
I just gave them the first names I thought of. They don't mean anything. Anyway, Apple and Banana are caught by the police and sent off to separate cells, far away from each other. In other words, there's no way for them to contact each other. And they're not like telepaths or something.
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
That's the setup. You following me?
Yeah, keep going.
So a detective shows up. He visits each cell. Sorry, this is just boring, Sigma. I can't believe I have to explain this to you. He visits each cell and tells both of them the exact same thing. It goes something like this.
I'll read detective. You can both clam up if that's what you want. We've got enough to put you both in the slammer for 2 years if you do. Now, if you flip on your pal there and tell me everything, I get your sentence reduced to 1 year. That means your buddy will serve 15, but that ain't your problem, right? Of course, if he decides to spill the beans, it goes the other way. He gets 1 year. And you get to spend 15 years eating government cheese. You're probably
pretty good.
You're probably wondering if we both confessed. Well, I could shave off a little time for saving me the trouble, but you'll still both do 10 years. So, punk, what's it gonna be? You gonna give me what I want, or you gonna keep that trap shut? Of course, I told your partner the same thing I just told you. I wonder if you can trust him to keep that cat in the bag. No rush, I'll give you plenty of time to think about it. So that's the prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah. What would you do? Say you were in Apple or Banana's shoes.
Well, If my erstwhile criminal associate, Banana, is going to keep his mouth shut, then the best choice for me is to spill the beans. That way I only serve 1 year. But what if he confesses too? And a smart thing for me would be for me to do the same. After all, if he cuts the deal and I don't, then I'll spend 15 years in prison. If I confess, I can shave 5 years off of that. Then it seems like the best choice is always going to be to confess.
Interesting. Are you forgetting something important?
Which is?
That Banana will be thinking the same thing. So you'll both confess, and then you'll both end up serving 10 years. Do you get it? If you'd both trusted each other, then neither of you would have served more than 2 years. Because you both make the decision based on your own self-interest, you're going to spend 8 more years in prison. In other words, the logical decision leads not only to a less desirable outcome on a group level, but also a pretty shitty situation on a personal level too. You see now? The AB game is the prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah. They are pretty much the same thing.
I would just stay silent.
If we trust...
Even if it means 15 years, like, I'm like, whatever, like, if you committed a crime with me and you're willing to, like, rat me out for it...
I mean, they committed a crime. I'm not gonna hide that we committed a crime. That'd be wrong. I'd be like, yeah, we both did it.
Well, yeah, but then... I mean, I guess, yeah, but then you're both going to prison for 10 years.
And that's what we deserve, because we did a crime.
Fair enough.
If we trust Alice, we can both increase our BP by 2. But if we don't trust each other, in the long run it won't benefit either of us.
Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting. Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team. Who would we be playing against?
0, of course.
Right. So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting 0 in the AB game. If you look at it that way, what would we want to do to beat him? Just look at the point totals. Say we all picked Ally. What would our total points be?
Well, 2 times 9 is 18, so 18 points.
Okay, now let's say one of the pairs chooses Betray.
The pair who pick Betray will get 3 points each, so in total they'll have 6 points. For the solo they betrayed will have 2 points subtracted, so the total gain for that game would only be 4 points. The other 2 groups would choose Ally for that round, right?
Yeah.
So for the other teams you'll get 6 each, which will give you 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 4, 16 points total.
So what does that tell you?
If we consider all 9 of us to be on the same team, we need to all always choose Ally to get the most points. If even one person chooses Betray, the whole total points we get goes down.
Exactly. In this game, if each individual acts for the benefit of the whole group, everyone benefits. But if everyone starts looking out for themselves, it'll impact the group negatively. And eventually, it'll impact them negatively too. If all of us choose Betray, then the group gets 0 points. Ultimately, nobody benefits. Not even the individual. In other words, selfish but logical decision hurts everyone, and they hurt you.
Okay, I think I get it. What you're saying is that I should pick Ally.
No. I mean the opposite.
What?
If you're going to make the most logical choice here, the only option is Betray.
What? Why? You just explained why that was a terrible idea.
No, I didn't. Not the prisoner's solution. The prisoner's dilemma. Even though there's an outcome where everyone's happy, the choice you'd have to make for that outcome isn't the rational one. You want to pick it, but you can't. A dilemma. If we choose Ally, and Alice does too, then yes, it'll be great. All three of us will get 2 points. That would be ideal, obviously. And it would help everybody. But what if Alice chooses Betray?
Our BP will go down to 1.
Right. And if that happens, we're screwed. So,
20 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
unless we can be certain that Alice will choose Ally, we don't have a choice. We have to choose Betray. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to know that for certain. That means we have to make the rational choice. It'd be great to make the right choice, but we can't.
Hey, did you just say we're screwed? If you don't mind telling me, what did you mean by that? I'm guessing something happens if our BP hits 0, right? I mean, the way you said it sure makes it seem like something's going to happen. Do you know something? You do know something. What are you hiding? Yeah, you know, there's been something weird about you from the moment we met. I mean, for starters, how do you know my name?
Oh, knock it off. This is getting old.
I don't care if it's getting ancient. This is important. I don't know you, but you seem to know me somehow. The only explanation I can think of that makes any kind of sense is that you're working with Zero.
What about you?
What?
Are you working with Zero?
Me? Why would you think that?
You're too calm. You wake up trapped in some kind of twisted game and it doesn't even faze you. That hardly seems normal.
Oh, come on. I could ask you the same thing.
Oh. Did you hear that motorcycle?
Oh,
Don't change the subject. We're talking about you. Maybe you actually do know me.
what? Where the hell did that come from? Look, I already told you, I've never seen you before in my life.
Oh. 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 What? Sigma. Just let it go. Our time's up. This is it. Before... Oh, give me a sec.
That's it?
Well, before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You know we're about to die, but you still stuck with me. So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye. What? None of this is... We haven't done any of it.
And most people see this all at the start of the game. At least most people I've
It
seen.
makes even less sense by doing everything but this.
Yeah, no, it's...
This, statistically, the latest you could do it.
Yeah, no, all of
It
that
still
is...
makes zero context.
Exactly, that's the intention. They made sure that it was stuff that you wouldn't know. What was that?
What's wrong?
I saw
Saw what?
the explosion.
Explosion?
I think there's a bomb somewhere in this building. I'm not sure, but it sounded like it was on a timer.
Oh, that
You
would
and
be
I-
rough.
You and I were trying to stop it, but we couldn't do anything, and
Whoa, Sigma! Calm down. What are you talking about?
Uh,
What is it now?
my head.
It hurts?
Yeah.
You know, you said it hurts when you first woke up in the AB room, too.
It didn't just hurt. It felt like I was going to explode.
Are you alright?
I think so.
Maybe you should rest a little.
Yeah, maybe I could just lay my head on your lap.
Mm-hmm. Of course. I shouldn't have worried.
Fi and I spent the rest of the time till the door opened in silence. The AB game was forgotten as I tried to make sense of what I'd seen. Had it been real in any way? Or was it just a hallucination, brought on by stress or maybe some strange drug they dosed me with when I was out? Head seemed real though. Was it a premonition? I had to stifle a bark of laughter at the thought. Seeing the future, this was some crappy sci-fi novel. This was real life. Things like that didn't happen. I was just tired. The stress of the Nonary game was probably getting to me more than Fi thought. I was tired and I was emotional. A hallucination was strange, but really it was perfectly understandable. But what if I wasn't losing it? What if I was fine? What if I hadn't been a hallucination? I sat there for what felt like hours, my mind running in circles. "5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally." What the hell was that?
What? Do you need a translator? If you don't vote fast enough, then it'll take your vote to ally. Make sense? Or do I need to use more words?
So if you plan to pick ally, then you don't even really need to go into the AB room.
I guess not. We're already in here, though. So we might as well figure out what we're gonna do. What's it gonna be, Sigma? Ally? Or betray?
Why are you even asking? You made it pretty clear that we should choose betray.
Well, I didn't say should. I just said we didn't really have a choice.
That's the same thing.
It's completely different. The former is an active opinion. The latter is just passive information.
Whatever, you still want me to betray, right?
Yeah,
Then why did you ask me? So we never really finished our conversation from earlier. You said that we'd be screwed if our BP dropped to 1. What do you mean by that? Is something going to happen if our BP gets to 0 or something?
we die.
What?
If our BP drops to 0, we die. The needles in our bracelets activate.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Well, how the hell do you know that? Zero never said anything about it.
I don't know. I swear, I don't. I know, somehow. It's just this feeling I've got, like that's what'll happen.
Oh, come on, that again? You fed me the same line when I asked you why you knew my name. How can you know all these things when there's no way on Earth? Wait, did you see it?
What?
Did you have some sort of, I don't know, premonition?
What? What the hell are you talking about? You sound like a crazy person the first time, too.
Then you haven't.
Seriously, Sigma, are you okay? I think there's something wrong with you.
This was wrong. Fi was supposed to be acting strange, not me. Instead, here she was asking if I was okay. But what if it wasn't just her? What if I was losing it too? I groaned. My head just felt awful. It was like someone had thrown my brain in a food processor and hit puree.
Gross.
1 minute remains till Ampedex game polling closes.
Hey, it's almost time. What are you gonna pick? If you aren't going to do it, then
No, I'm fine. I'll do it.
you're gonna choose betray, right?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
All right. Take it away.
30 seconds remain until Ampedex game polling closes. I stood in front of the selection screen and took a deep breath. This was it. I ran over my options one last time. There's only one possible choice.
There's one possible choice. 2. Ally.
Ally?
Yeah.
Just Screwfy?
I don't care. I don't want to be rude.
Round 1 of the Ampedex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ampedex gates now opening.
Has Alice ever betrayed unprompted? No, because she always gets betrayed at the beginning, so she's set.
As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer.
What the hell were you thinking? Did you hear anything I said?
Yeah, I was, and yeah, I did.
Then
Well, I want to believe in Alice.
it's not really a rational decision.
I know.
Yo, what's up? Siggy, Fido! Every single time. Hey, what are you kids doing over there? It's like the 4th time I say this, but we're about to announce the results. Let's go. Find out if we made the right choice.
Alright. It would be statistically the 5th time you said this. I said that.
Well, someone's paying attention to how many times I say this line. Good, good, good. Looks like you're all here, finally. Let's get ready to rock. Every next game, round. The results. If anybody would please direct their attention to this monitor. It's not even a monitor, it's a projector.
Hey, everybody's here.
Kucha.
Betray ally. Ally.
No.
Ally. Betray.
Alice. You dirty. You done did me dirty, girl.
Has Alice ever betrayed unprompted? Immediately betrays unprompted.
Wait. Did Dio ally this round?
Who is it with?
Dio and Corkwood Luna. They both got 5 BP.
I guess.
Dio, the lad.
I mean,
We'll see.
do you know if it was Dio?
Listen, Dio would have definitely kicked Quark in the shins. Here are your results for your game. Now let us check the numbers. Slits. See, look, see?
Yeah, see,
They got
that's fine.
5.
Hey, Alice! What the hell is this?
Excuse me? I just made the most rational choice. The best way to minimize risk and maximize rewards in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
Why did you do it?
I could ask you the same question. Why did you do something as stupid as choose ally?
Why? Haven't you heard of the prisoner's dilemma? The best solution is for all of us to choose ally.
Oh, really? All of us, huh? See, Dio and Quark allied.
Yeah.
Kay and Clover chose to betray too, you know. Yes, I know about the prisoner's dilemma. But everyone picking ally isn't a reasonable outcome. Just look at the results for this round. What do they tell you? You're a pretty tender-hearted guy to trust somebody you've just met. Well, maybe tender-headed would be a little more appropriate in this case.
What?
Oh, is that upsetting? My apologies. I'm only trying to warn you. Alice is right. You made a stupid choice. And thanks to you, our BP's down to 1 now.
God damn it. Set my jaw and stomped away from Alice and Phi. My hands had balled themselves into a fist, and my throat was tight and my eyes stung. Why? Why had she done it? Quark, Dio, and Luna's group, on the other hand, seemed calm, almost happy.
Thank you. I'm so happy you choose Ally.
No problem. Well, to tell the truth, Mr. Dio wanted to pick Betray.
What?
Hey! Mr. Dio told me to pick Betray so that we could get 3 points. He said we could escape together. If we betrayed you, then we'd have 6 BP, and then if we betrayed someone in the next round, we'd have 9.
Oh. Dio. Is this true?
No, it's not what happened at all. Kidding. I lied. That was just a joke. Mr. Dio would never do something like that.
It was a joke?
Yeah, man, you really had me going there. I really surprised you, huh?
Dio's capital S imping, if you know what I mean. So you really were planning to choose Ally all along?
I never thought of it. Maybe that is it. Like, his whole reason he got in trouble was woman-related.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't betray... This is the only round that he's gone against Luna, right at the beginning, right?
As far as I'm
Like,
aware,
the
yeah.
rounds it's been with Alice and Tenmyoji.
Yeah.
So Luna's his type. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would. Right, Mr. Dio? Yeah. Exactly. I understand. I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust, huh?
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Looked like there had been some sort of argument between Kay, Clover, and Tenmyoji, although whatever it was seemed to resolve itself amicably.
Zero, when does the next round start?
This gets explained.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tenmyoji, or Siggy, or maybe Fido. Or maybe everyone.
What? Why?
I guess I could tell you why.
I see. Phi, Sigma, and I only have 1 BP. That means that we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points. Took a moment to go over everything in my head.
Question.
It did change. What?
If you were to go to another route, like how far back would we have to redo this route?
I think immediately after the voting.
Decision?
Immediately after we made our choice.
Let's go back.
Why?
I'm
To
gonna
where?
betray Alice.
You want to betray
She
Alice?
was rude. She was rude. Yeah. I don't care. I don't care. We'll come back to this timeline later. She was real mean to me. I don't appreciate it. Betray her. How dare she? Call me an idiot. I'll show you an idiot! I got the power of time and anime on my side. I haven't decided if I have the power of God yet.
What about friendship?
Nope.
It's-
No friendship allowed.
As Phi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer.
Rude. Well, you chose what I wanted you to choose. I guess I should say thanks. So, thanks.
Oh, come on. You don't need to do that. I just made the obvious choice.
Obvious?
Well, I'm sure Alice chose Betray. That means you pretty much had to choose Betray, right?
I didn't even know she's gonna choose.
Guess you could say it just now.
You're making fun of me.
Maybe.
Yo, what's up? This is the sixth time I've said this. Tiki, Fido. Wait, what are you kids up to? What are you doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
6 times you still got it wrong.
It's the last time. Gotta cut me some slack. Let's go. We'll find out if you made the right choice.
Alright.
Let her ally this round. Let her ally. Butterfly effect. Good, good, good. Looks like we're all here, finally, for the 6th time. Let's get ready to rock! Ambidex game, round 1. If anybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor. Zero Junior and Zero. Zero Junior and,
Betray ally.
what's his face?
Ally,
And,
ally.
Stigma.
Betray. Ally!
Deal with it! Deal with it! Rude! That's what you get for calling me stupid. That's what you get for calling me stupid, Alice. I want you to die this round. Here are the results from your game! Now let us check the number on our bracelets. I want nothing. Don't say anything. Alice.
Hey,
shut up.
Alice! What the hell is this?
What?
You chose Betray last time! So I chose Betray too. No, why?
Wait a minute. Last time? What on earth are you talking about?
Can you tell me one thing?
What?
When exactly did you press the button?
5 minutes before the deadline. That's that announcement, right? Press it right after that. Why?
What? No, that can't... What was going on? When fine I chose Ally, Alice picked Betray. Yes, this dialogue is different if you do them in a different order.
Yes.
I don't know how you found that out.
What do you mean?
That this one in
I found that out?
particular is different.
No, it was the same with Temioji and the other one. He
Yeah,
flips-
yeah, but that one you don't have different dialogue here like this.
Oh, I'm just this entire timeline seems like they're all self-aware. I just made the most rational choice. The best way to minimize risks and maximize rewards is, in this situation, is to choose Betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
This time I chose Betray and our vote changed to Ally. Why? What was different? Had history somehow changed because of my choice? No, that was insane. If Alice had somehow known that I had chosen Betray and chosen Ally in response, at least that would have followed the principle of cause and effect. What had just happened was something entirely different. There was no way Alice could have known what we would choose when she made her decision. Besides, if she had known we intended to betray her, there's no way she would have chosen Ally. In other words, she must have made a decision without any knowledge of ours. Let's say we're talking about a game of rock, paper, scissors. I throw out a rock. Right after that, Alice throws down paper. Obviously I lose, so I go back in time and decide to whip out the scissors this time. This time Alice chooses rock. I lose again. But that's fine, because it still makes sense. My actions in the past cause Alice's actions in the future, easy. What had just happened in the AB game wasn't like that. Let's go back to the innocent game of rock, paper, scissors. This time Alice is the one who threw out her hand first. But in this situation, there's no way for me to know what it is. So I decide to go with rock. Now Alice's choice was revealed. Turns out she went with paper. Damn it. I lose and I'm pissed off. So once again I go back in time and try to change history and erase my loss. What will I choose this time? That's not even a question. Scissors, obviously. After all, last time Alice went with paper. Here's the important part. When I make this choice, Alice had already made her choice. Sure of my victory, I throw out a pair of scissors. But... what the hell? My rage would be white hot. How could this have happened? Why? Alice's hand had been paper before. How did it change to rock? Obviously, there's no cause and effect here. Since Alice's choice is in the past and mine is in the future, how could that even happen? How could the future influence the past? But
this is Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger.
it wasn't theoretical now. This had actually happened. What the hell was going on? No, wait. Why the fuck was I talking so casually about going back in time? That kind of stuff doesn't happen in real life. Right, of course. Time travel is impossible. There's absolutely positively no way to travel through time. But if that was true...
The best way to minimize risk and maximize rewards in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot. Yeah, how do you feel now, Alice? Anyone who does that is an idiot. Hey! Did you have a stroke or something?
Oh. Sorry.
Besides, why do I have to answer your questions? I should be the one yelling at you. Because of you two, I've only got 1 BP left.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. What is God's name is wrong with you?
What is God's name is wrong with you?
That's just two things. Those are two statements. What is God's name that is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Really, I seriously feel terrible about this.
Forget it. I'm never going to trust you or Fi again. You'll pay for this.
Alice stormed off. She threw one last hurt, scornful look over her shoulder as she left, and it stabbed me right through the heart.
You're to blame.
One of the other teams seemed to be dealing with a similar issue. I really don't know what I could say. We had no idea you would choose Ally. No way I'd choose Betray. Not with Clover on the other side.
What? What do you mean?
Do you have an interest in Clover? Man, look at Kay's face.
Kay's excited. He's like, ah!
What? No. That's not... No. What is it then? Well,
You'd have to be crazy to pick Ally. The only way it makes any sense to do that is if you're really, really trusted the other person.
They're saying you don't trust me then.
Duh. Are you senile? Why the hell would I trust some old geezer I just met a few hours ago?
I see. Say no more. Didn't think it'd hurt this much.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You're starting to get kind of creepy.
Creepy, huh? I understand. I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust.
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Well, it looks like those guys managed to get through this alright. Figure that means the fault here's gotta be mine.
Huh? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio? Yeah. Exactly. Dio, Quark, and Luna, on the other hand, seem to have resolved things amicably by all choosing Ally. No doubt we're all wishing we'd done the same. Why had Dio sounded so awkward? What had happened in the AB room? Only Dio and Quark knew for sure.
Zero, when's the next round going to start?
We'll stop right before they go to check out the 3 rooms, which is
okay.
Pretty
well,
much.
I'm gonna want to go to the other timeline again. Anyways.
It did change. I'm yellow now. Is it right now? Do you want to go there?
No, I'm saying like, I'm next time when we start. I want to start in the timeline where we.
Are you gonna remember to? Should we just jump to now?
We could just jump to it now, so we know. I just wanted to spite. I wanted to spite Alice because she was rude to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I was, and yeah, I did. That's why I chose Ally. You told me that unless we were sure Alice would choose Ally, we had to choose Betray. That means that we do know Alice is going to pick Ally. We can too.
Oh, we're literally getting both sides of this. So, you sure you know what she voted?
Yeah, I guarantee Alice chose Ally.
How do you know that?
I guess you could say I just know.
You making fun of me?
Maybe.
Yo! 7th time!
But last time you chose Ally for this round. So I was sure you'd... That's why I... No. Why?
Wait a minute. Last time? What on earth are you talking about? I thought you said you were sure. Thanks to you, now RVP's down to 1. I take it Sigma was the one who made the decision? Yeah. Is that so? Well, you must be awfully naive. Who bets on a complete stranger like that? I agree.
God damn it. I set my
That's so
jaw.
funny.
Okay. That's all the same.
So am I.
Yeah.
Me too. It looks like the color wasn't the only thing that changed. What do you mean? Well, it looks like our groups have changed too. I was a solo last round, but now it says pair. Wait. Really? Mine still says solo.
Looks like Luna and I both changed, although I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm the opposite. Mine went from pair to solo.
No change here. Still a pair. I guess this must be Magenta. Are you two Magenta too? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Quark, Clover, and I are Cyan. I think Mr. K and I are pairs, and Miss Clover is a Slolo?
Looks like it.
When did they change?
Back with AB guys closed.
And he left.
Politicians. I read the word politician.
Politician's mistress or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Why is this
he
happening to
didn't
me?
sleep- He didn't sleep with a politician's mistress. Well, maybe that one time.
Just the one
We'll
time.
we'll never know.
I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. You and I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. The kid said we need to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off.
Are we stopping here?
Yep.